Okay, we got birch forest. Alright. Let's keep going. Don't fall into a hole. And let's see what's next. I mean, they're large biomes, they're not that large. The plains is pretty large. But we've seen like we've seen what, four other biomes on the boundary already? So I'm fully optimistic that we will find a desert and a mesa. Although we might not, to be honest. Who knows? Also, MC map doesn't work with 1.6. Oh, that's sad. Let me just pick this up. I can't get up again. Alright, where should I... Actually, I can get up here. Yeah, I need to find a new mapping tool for Minecraft. I really like the MC map, like the isometric view, I really like that. But it doesn't work anymore. So I would need to find a decent mapping tool for Minecraft. If you know of a good one, then tell me about it. Especially if it's isometric, like the old MC map was. I like that. But if it's not, I guess that's fine too. More hills and more horses. Interesting how it's always the same type of horses. Like the same color. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Like there's often not just a mix of colors, like one color of horses, like that. So this is plains. Let me just walk up to these hills. These are hills, right? Or is it gonna be extreme hills again? This is... no, still plains. That must be extreme hills. Yep, extreme hills. And there's... oh, look at that! There's snow! As you get higher up, there's snow at the top of the mountain. Awesome! Thank you, Jeb. Somebody call Jeb and say I thank him for putting snow at the tops of mountains. That's cool, I like it. Or maybe... yeah, it is snow, right? Yeah, it is snow. Alright, so we've got extreme hills again. I wonder if I should go to the other side. Okay, I'll just keep sticking to the edge of the plains for now. There looks like a tree back there. I don't know, it's not like I'd be able to see the edge of the biome anyway. Just, remember that what I really want is desert and mesa, so let's not get too carried away by the extremes. Look at that, the snow on top of the mountain. That's actually logical. This is strange. Oh, is it a structure? Or is that natural? Is that supposed to be a thing? Or is that natural? That doesn't look natural, does it? That's really weird. I think it's natural though. Well, quote unquote natural, as in not supposed to be a structure. Alright, so let's keep walking. The plains is massive. Maybe it's just the plains that's so big. Maybe the other biomes aren't quite as big as the plains. Maybe the deserts and plains are big. Apparently they made the oceans smaller. The oceans were pretty big in 1.6. But I don't know, I didn't actually have to, live with an ocean. But I like the idea of large oceans. But maybe they were a little bit too big. Which is fair enough. So, yeah, nothing interesting here, is there? Maybe I should walk on top of the hill instead of just down here in the valley where I can't see anything. Not that there's much to see here anyway. I feel like the extreme hills needs a bit more stuff in it. Like it's just kind of... it's just not appealing at the moment, the extreme hills. Impressive though. Although keep in mind I'm playing large biomes, so everything is kind of spread out a bit more in the large biomes. Wow, it's a massive waterfall. Let's not get pushed into the cave. Huh. What's over here? More extreme hills. Yes, that's probably extreme hills plus now. Alright, so the plains end here, more lava. And there's a hole in the mountain there. Maybe I should stop for a little bit, because it's lagging a little, trying to generate... so let's not fall into that. Trying to generate the chunks as we walk. Although it's keeping up quite well actually, so maybe that's not a problem. Alright, let's skirt around this mountain here. Nice actually. Like there's a bit of plains here surrounded by mountains on like 3 sides. I've always liked that kind of formation, like having hills surround a town. Not sure why, but I really like that. I've liked that for a long time now. Maybe if there's like a river flowing through the middle of it as well. It seems nice to me. I don't know, is that just me? Alright, so there's a village up ahead. We haven't seen very many villages, but there's... what? But there's one there. Is that really like that? It is, isn't it? There's just a thing floating in the air. Hey villagers. Oh look, there's a blue horse. A really dark blue horse. They're crazy now. Alright, let's just stop for a little bit. Let the computer catch up. Hey bros, what are you guys doing out here? You are selling bread for 1 emerald. Imagine that. Imagine if I can swap 3 loaves of bread for an emerald in real life. Because bread costs like what, $1 at the supermarket in real life or something? Like something cheap. Actually, what? Oh, this is just the white with the purple mane. Like, imagine if you can buy an emerald for 3 loaves of bread in real life. Of course you can't, because that guy is scamming you, man. He's scamming you. Look, a pink horse. So the plane's actually kind of boring. I wonder about that. I mean, I understand they're planes, and planes are boring. But yeah, like they really. I guess you just have to move, you know, not stay there. Find a better biome to build it. Not sure if that's the best thing to do, to start somebody off in a boring part of the game. You know, like the game design wise, that's not really the clever thing to do, right? Although maybe it is, I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Alright, so there's another forest here, there's a mixed forest, there's birch and there's oak. So let's see how far this goes though. Oh, is that like an ocean back there? Oh wait, that's... never mind. That's the boundary wall. So actually, which side are we on? Oh, we're still at the north. We're still at the north corner, aren't we? But we're back here, so this is not a forest. This is just the just a chunk, or like the edge chunk, being deleted, and so it's doing strange things. Alright, so apparently there's extreme hills on this side. This used to be ocean in 1.6, now it's extreme hills. Talk about a change from before. And they're really extreme, these hills. Oh look, wolves. Can I tame them with chicken? Does not care about... does he care about chicken? Is he looking at me? Anyway, I'm not giving him a chicken. Ha! Take that, wolves. No chicken for you. Alright, I think I'll swim. Whoa, lava. Let's not swim into the lava. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, lava. That is an interesting phenomenon, which you will only see when you delete chunks. Alright, I think I'll swim through this, because I'm really not interested in extreme hills. So let's see if we can swim to somewhere better. Although it's nighttime. Oh crap, it's nighttime. Let's come back here. See if we can set up a bed and go to sleep for a little bit. This looks like it's gonna work for us. Like that. There we go. So now there's extreme hills. on the west side of the boundary. That's interesting. Alright, maybe I should go back inside the wall, because it's easier to walk there than to swim out here. Alright, let's go in here. Get back onto the wall until we find a different biome on the other side. Which... Alright, let's just go. Three, and I think one more level? Probably one more level anyway. So that's definitely Extreme Hills. I don't know, it's actually kind of appealing. Kind of appealing. Like there's a lot of foothills, like a lot of not very steep bits, you know. It's still part of the mountain range, as it were, but not all that steep. Kind of appealing. Maybe it needs more epic trees. Yeah, maybe the Extreme Hills needs more trees, because it's a bit strange not having enough trees there. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so that's still Extreme Hills, and we are about halfway along the western edge of the boundary wall. Let's keep walking and see what we find. I mean, where would I likely find a desert? On the other side of the Extreme Hills? That's possible, right? Or the Mesa at least, because Mesa is also kind of mountains, right? Let's just let the chunks generate for a little bit. Nope, that's Extreme Hills there too. Let me just walk around this way. Or is that the edge of it? Because there's like a hollow bit underneath there. This is the cave, or an underground ravine. Alright, let's go to the corner of the boundary. Behind the hollow mountain there with the statues. So this stuff is old. It used to be a swamp there, but not anymore. Alright, let's generate these chunks, guys. Come on. Come on, game. Come on. Oh, a real swamp. Okay. So there's a real swamp there and then an old swamp this side. And what is that thing up in the middle of the sky there? Okay, so there's a swamp there. I'm wondering if I should... Well, there's slimes in the swamp, and I'm trying to think if I should explore the swamp right now or not. Let's not, for now. Let's just keep walking. And eat some chicken, and keep walking. Well, that's I don't know. There's no desert yet. I'm slightly disappointed so far, but you know, you can't blame a randomly generated terrain for that. So that is a swamp on a mountain, which I don't know how that works. But there it is. Actually, let's just get across here so we can get a better view of it. That is definitely a swamp on a mountain. As the game lags a little bit. And it generates more chunks. Alright, well, let's keep walking. Maybe I should go down there again. And walk along the edge. Nah, it's not necessary. So the plains doesn't extend this way, it extends the other way. But this way there's a swamp. which makes me feel like there's not going to be a desert here, because I don't think deserts would border onto swamps. Or maybe it will. Who knows? Is that an ocean? Or more swamp? Nope, it's like a lake inside the swamp there. Or maybe it is ocean. Let's keep walking. The game seems to have difficulty generating chunks. Oh, it's slowing down a little bit. Maybe I should go down there. If I can get out here safely. Oh yes I can, cool. Alright, so let's just get back out here. So this is old. The odd bit between alpha and the new terrain. There's the other boundary there. What a mess. What a mess trying to play these old maps, right? Whoa, lag. And these trees cut in half. Okay, so there's a swamp to the south, plains to the north, extreme hills to the west. No deserts. Not yet. I need to get through here. It's a pretty big swamp too. It's kind of massive. Is that a hut there? Oh no, is it a tree or a hut? Oh crap. No, I think that's a tree. And then we're back to plains. Look at this. So the plains. So most of the area of Alpha is kind of in the plain. There's a river here too, in between the plains and the swamp. Alright, so now we're back to walking along the edge of this plains biome, which is large. Still no huts. How common are they? Like how often do you find one of these? I would like to set up a witch farm, really. Maybe I just have to go inside the swamp to look for one. Later. Alright, maybe I should restart the recording now because the game's having trouble keeping up with all the new chunks, I think. Alright, let me just stop recording, I'll be right back. Alright, hopefully the computer has caught up and we can keep going. So we're still to the south of Alpha, walking along. Oh hey, look at this! A witch's hut. Is that lag? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? And it's this close. It's this close to the boundary wall as well. This is a witch's hut. It's what does it say? Sunflower Plains. But there's a witch's hut right next to it. It doesn't actually say witch's hut though. Oh cool! Oh cool, so a witch's hut where we can build a witch farm. And it's right to the south of the boundary. If I can just walk this way a little bit, we'll see the boundary wall. I hope. Unless I'm going the wrong way. Wait a minute, the sun is that way. It's setting that way. Oh, it's the boundary wall is that way. Okay. Well, never mind. It's here. It's pretty close. I'm pretty happy about that. But let's try and avoid meeting a witch. Because I'm really in no position to fight a witch right now. So the plains continue this way, and it's almost nighttime again. How often do witches spawn in Witch's Hut? I need to go to the wiki and look that, don't I? Alright, nighttime, sleep. And back to walking. Yeah, walking. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited? We haven't seen very much that's new, have we? We've seen new flowers. Why is it so hard to find a desert? I mean, it's just a desert, you know?